morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena if you're new here, and try to not to bounce you around on my table. I just thought I would do a quick update just to kind of let you know where I am at in my life right now and the future of the channel, that sort of thing. If you did not know, we are currently living in our RV. We downsized from a 4-bedroom home, and we closed super quick in 10 days. So it was quite the experience. And so we're just kind of living in an RV right now, saving up money for kind of our next step in life. Our plan is to buy some property outside of city limits. I don't know yet where that's going to be. We have been looking at some property here in Oregon, and the prices are just astronomical. Currently, any kind of property in the state of Oregon is high, especially outside the city limits. And I just don't see that happening at this point right now. I just don't want to overpay for something that I can get cheaper elsewhere. And because it doesn't make sense to, for example, pay $240,000 for an acre, and then, you know, on top of building, and taxes are very high here, very high, and just the whole building situation in Oregon is tough. So we are currently still looking at out-of-state ideas. Alaska is coming back around again. It's on the board. We're looking at probably heading up there. At this point, our plan is as soon as we can get ourselves together to look at property. The problem with Alaska is, where do you go? If you know anything about Alaska, you have the coastal Kenai, you have the interior, the valley, and the other thing about Alaska is that, yeah, you can buy, you know, $20,000 lots, but Alaska has a very short building season. So with that being said, you're looking at a couple years to build anything up there. So you kind of want to go for something that already has some sort of structure on it, that sort of thing. So again, financially, I don't know, and getting there is another problem. Getting our stuff there, downsizing even more. It's just not easy to drive several thousand miles through our country to Canada and then back into Alaska. So I still don't know if it's a possibility. It's still in the works. Just kind of wanted to update you on the whole situation. So that's what's going on with that part of it. As far as my content, I just have gone through a funk. It's just knowing that I can't be preserving and canning and freely cooking in a big kitchen has been really tough on me, as for content, because I like doing that kind of content. And I've kind of been resorting to grocery hauls, which I'm still going. I went to Costco yesterday, but I didn't video it because I don't know if you guys are sick of my grocery hauls. But that's kind of all that's been going on in my life, is sitting here and grocery shopping. So yeah, I need to I've kind of had my couple weeks of downtime to kind of grasp my new day in the life, and so I think that hopefully things will be picking up on here. I just need to remember to pick up my camera. I have been doing a lot of crock pot meals in my Instapot. I made a recent recipe, Marry Me Chicken, and it was fantastic, and I did film it, so I'm gonna drop that in this video. I don't know what else I'll do. We are currently looking into storage units. We since we had to move so quickly, we just moved everything into a Connex at our friend's house, and we've had mega rainstorms, and we went there yesterday, and things are already starting to show the beginning of damage from the moisture. I was afraid that was going to happen, but again, we had to move so quickly. It was just an easy resource. So I've been looking in and calling for storage units. It looks like I found some that are temperature regulated for pretty good deal. That's just down the road from here. So I need to go by and check those out in person to at least get like my antiques and all that stuff that has potential of rusting. So that is on the docket for me. So yeah, I'm just looking at, I need to work on changing my diet, get back on track with that. I had lost almost 20 pounds this year, and I have gained about 5 pounds back since living here. So there is a gym on the property at this park we're staying at. There's miles of walking paths, but it was just so monsoon like weather that it was just tough to do it. So, and the whole election sitting here, I got, you know, very invested in the last couple of months on that. That is over with. So there's no reason why I can't get off my butt and start moving. So that is a personal goal of mine. What else do I have going? We're coming up on 1 year in a couple days that I quit my job. I can't believe it. The year has flown by. So that is crazy. I need to go back and watch my first video. Things have definitely changed for me. Just like kind of my outlook, getting out of the medical field. I just feel so much better. So that is a big anniversary for me. So I feel like I'm just rambling here. I have a couple unboxings I want to do with you. So I'll get those here ready. If you have any questions for me, any Q&As, leave them in the comment section, and maybe I can do like a Q&A part of a video. I really feel like I'm not a very interesting person, so I don't know have anything exciting to tell you, but you never know. Let's see, or if you have ideas that you want to see from me do for like RV type living, that sort of thing. I'm starting to get it down, so I'm still working on like storage situations. You know, stuff that I brought here I've already taken back out because I don't need it, and storage is so limited that I'm just kind of working with fewer things. And as far as cooking, I just have I'm just using one pan, and that's my cast iron skillet, and then I'm using my Instapot. That's about it. That is it. So I would like to do some more cooking with you. I'm just having a problem with the camera angles. In fact, I'll show you in this video a recipe with you that I already mentioned, but I mean, you can see like my camera angle is really hard, so I'll have to get a little bit more creative with that if that's something that you guys like to see. But on to unboxing. I ordered from, and coincidentally, these are both Alaska items. So there's a company called Alaskan Apparel, and I got a shirt from them. It is the craziest material. It's so thick and nice. These folks have a YouTube channel. Some of you may already follow them. They're Summers in Alaska, and she has an apparel line. She does like special releases, one in the fall, which this one's from that, and then she'll do a winter one usually, and then she does one in the spring, I believe. But so I always like to support her. I like her products. I have lots of her sweatshirts. They're very nice, thick sweatshirts. But t-shirts were new for them. They don't usually have them, so I went ahead and got one of those. And then I got a kind of like a headband type situation. So got that, and I believe it's AlaskanApparel.com. And they have a YouTube channel, Summers in Alaska. So they live in North Pole, which would be a bucket list place for me to live. The weather there is very extreme, as in the winter, so I don't know how that would go. And I'm a mountains girl, thus my name of my the name of my channel. So I kind of would like to be more where I could just be surrounded by mountains. So the next company is another company, Flat Tire Farm. They also have a YouTube channel. It's Flat Tire Farm Home. Is it Flat Tire Farm Homestead? It's Flat Tire Farm. I don't know if Homestead's on it or not, but they're in Willow, Alaska. And they are just the sweetest people. Tell Crystal if you buy anything that Serena from Mountain View Life sent you. But they have goats, so if you like goat content, you'll love their channel. They live off-grid. I ordered, they had they support a dog sled team up there, a female ran dog sled team, and they were doing adopt a dog, or maybe, I don't know, I can't remember the wording around it, but they like to support her and donate to her, like food costs for the animals, that sort of thing. And so she did a goat milk. It's Muddy Trails Mocha, and I don't know if this is still available. You'd have to go to the website, but it's super cute. Little dog paw, and it smells so good. Not too heavy of a scent. And this was the Muddy Trails Mocha, and the ingredients are like super duper clean. I don't know if you can see that, but olive oil, goat milk, coconut oil, safflower oil, castor oil, palm oil, ground espresso beans, skin safe colorant, and fragrance, organically and locally sourced. So the it's made from their goats right there on their farm. And I also got a shampoo bar. It's called Elo Splash, and it smells so good. It's so pretty, kind of like a Celtic. It reminds me of a Celtic design, but oh, it smells so good and fresh. And I've never used a shampoo bar before, so I kind of wanted to give it a try, which, by the way, I'm getting my hair done today. I'm very excited. I have never gone this long without having my hair done professionally in like since I was probably 20. So like I'm 44. So yes, I'm excited about that. Side note. But this is organic coconut oil, goat milk, locally rendered tallow and lard, castor oil, olive oil, and fragrance. So yeah, I'm excited to try that. And she also sent some cute little samples. This one's the pumpkin spice one. I don't know if she still has these on her website. So cute. Isn't that cute? Oh, it smells so good. I need to get that one out and use that next. I did look on there and she has some cute winter stuff like pine smell, which is my favorite. And then this one is spring blooms. And it's just kind of like that. And you could buy the big bars. These are just samples. It smells really good too. It's how sweet of her. And then I got a cocoa butter and mint nourishing lip balm. Super stoked about that. Ingredients: organic cocoa butter, organic safflower oil, organic beeswax, and vitamin E and essential oils. So literally very minimal ingredients. And I'm kind of stuffed up today, so, but very light scent, if it even has one. But that is her stuff. And again, it is Flat Tire Farm. I just saw her. The flattirefarm.com. Again, go over there, support Crystal. She puts a lot of work into these, and their creativity is crazy. So if you're looking for goat milk soap, it comes right there off their property. You can watch their YouTube channel and see it. She also cans and makes great recipes. I believe my salsa recipe I got from her. She also did a blueberry bourbon barbecue sauce that I made. I didn't film that. I made it before I started my YouTube channel, and it is fantastic. So, and she sent this cute little note. Oh, and then part of the dog sled thing, I got a cute little photo, and this is Becky, and she's a female dog musher, excuse me, and it's DBK athletes. So super cute. Anyway, so that is the most exciting things that are happening in my life right now. But it's the small things. I will take them. So, yeah, if something else comes along, I'll take you along with me. I really appreciate you watching and giving me grace on my content lately. Again, if you like the grocery hauls, let me know and I'll keep up with those. I just don't want to like overrun them, run them in the dirt, but I do know I like watching grocery hauls. So, and I did get like an attachment for my camera to hook onto the cart. So maybe I'll get up enough nerve to start filming inside the grocery stores. Again, like if you've caught any other videos of mine where I talk Costco here in Eugene, is a nightmare. It's super busy, but maybe I could go in the evening before closing and be able to film a little bit more in there so you could see things, other things that I don't buy, but that are in Costco, our Costco here locally. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and let's get into the rest of the video. Okay, so for today's dinner, I'm going to be making Marry Me chicken, and it is not a super simple recipe. I've done simpler ones before, but it's really good. So I'm going to be using my Instapot. The recipe is to use a slow cooker, which I'm just going to use the slow cook setting, which is going to be tough for, I'm using whipping cream, and so it's calls to cook for 6 to 7 hours on slow, and I'm going to try to press it into 4 hours, just because my Instapot cooks a little hotter, but you just want to be careful with that cream. So I'm just going to have to keep checking on it and making sure we're not scorching the cream. But let's start from the beginning. I went ahead and on saute setting, I added in, you can't see it, but 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. You can also use olive oil. And then I added in 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm actually gonna slow this down. But we just want to go ahead and melt that butter. And normally you would use chicken breast. Yes, it's talking to me. Okay. So my butter has already melted. Anyway, back to the chicken. I found this sun-dried chicken tender, sun-dried tomato and basil at Trader Joe's. So instead of just using regular chicken, I'm just going to use this, and that's going to save me some time. If you didn't buy pre-seasoned chicken, you're just going to want to go ahead and put your chicken in, and you're going to season it, and I'll list the ingredients in the recipe. I think it's garlic, black pepper, salt, onion powder, and I looked and this has all of those ingredients in it already. So we're just skipping that step. So I'm going to go ahead and get this open, and I'm going to drop this into my Instapot on saute, and we're going to brown up both sides of the meat. And this is chicken tenders, so I'm hoping that it'll cook a little faster than the actual chicken breast because they're smaller pieces, but we will see. All right, I just kind of want to spread these out so we can get a good sear on it evenly. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll be right back. All right, so we're getting them heated up here. I'm just gonna leave them here a few more minutes before I flip them over, just so we can get a good browning. Now, if you weren't, there you go. If you weren't using an Instapot from start to finish, you would just saute the meat in a frying pan and do it that way. Because I'm using the Instapot, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the saute, and especially since I'm in an RV, it's less dishes to clean up. All right, so this is coming along nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. Already smelling nice. All right, so we're gonna let it cook on that side for a few moments here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it out of this onto a paper plate so I can go to the next step. All right, and I just went ahead and clicked it off the saute mode just so the pan will cool down a bit for my cream mixture. All right, so I want to come off of there. All right, so we got the goodness on the plate. I'm working again in a small space, so I'm just going to set this aside. And I just grabbed my one and only bowl. And we are gonna whisk together some chicken broth and cornstarch. And believe it or not, I did have cornstarch in here. And we're looking for 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. And I think I have a whisk, possibly. I need to double check. If not, I'll just use a fork. All right. And it calls for 1.5 cups of broth. I have some chicken stock, homemade chicken stock here, so I'm going to use that. And let me see if I have a whisk. All right, so I just whisked it just like that. And so we're gonna go ahead and add this to the cooker, or the Instant Pot, whichever one you're using. And then next we're gonna do the heavy cream and season. All right, so I have my whipping cream, and we're gonna want 1 cup of it. And then to this, I have my garlic. It calls for 4 cloves of garlic, but I'm going to be using powder. Okay, and then next we want some red pepper flakes. So I need to find those. And then 1.5 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. So I'm just using the spicy Italian seasoning. Where's my red pepper flakes? Spicy Italian seasoning from Trader Joe's. So 1.5. Obviously, if you don't want that kick, you can just not get the spicy, or you can leave out the red pepper flakes. And let's see, we were at 1/2 teaspoon. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and get this whisked together. And then I'm gonna add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt and maybe a little black pepper. All right, so we have everything mixed up. There it goes. I turned my Instant Pot back on to slow cook setting. But I'm gonna go ahead and add the whipping cream mixture back into the pot with the cornstarch. And broth mixture, and we'll give that a quick stir. All right, so we have the chicken in there layered on the top of that mix. Now you're going to want to take, it calls for 1/2 cup of chopped sun-dried tomatoes. I just bought again some sun-dried tomatoes from Trader Joe's, and these are already pre-julienne cut. And I'm just gonna sprinkle these on the top. And we like tomatoes, so I'm just gonna use this whole bag. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and throw the lid on here, and we're gonna set it, let it set. Again, on the Instapot, you can't really change the setting of the heat. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on this, come in and stir it, keep it from sitting up on top of that. I'm here today, it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm walking away from it and leaving the house. So I'll be able to keep an eye on it. So I will meet you back here when it's done. I went ahead, it's been cooking for 2 hours and it's done. I just got out my thermometer and it is smelling delicious and looking good. Let me show you here. So what I'm gonna do is I have some of these left in the refrigerator from that pack I bought before we even moved. Of course, it expires November 23rd. So we got another month on it, but it takes up a lot of room in my refrigerator. So let's just get it out of there. If I can get it open. Thinking that so in we go. Let me show you what we're looking at here. So these need to cook. What I'm thinking is I think I'm going to add the rest of that chicken broth to add a little bit more liquid for this ravioli and see if this works. All right, so I just got a little bit more of this. And I'm just gonna add that in. All right, so we just got back from another walk with the dogs, and this has been setting probably about 30 minutes with the pasta in it, and I'm just gonna try it and make sure that the pasta's cooked. Wow. Now I know why they call it Marry Me pasta, or Marry Me chicken, I'm sorry. And you could use this, you could put this over rice, pasta, regular pasta. I just happen to have raviolis that needed used up. So, all right, next, let me show you this. I don't know if you can see that, but it's nice and creamy. It has amazing flavor. But next, you would add in about a half a cup of Parmesan, which I don't have Parmesan. I'm going to use mozzarella, so that will be fine. And then serve. So, thanks for joining me with this recipe, and I'll link the recipe below. You'll definitely want to try it.